Welcome to the Occupational Safety Leadership Podcast. Today, let's talk about procrastination. So, to get the podcast episode started, a couple of years back, I read a really good book, and I do not remember the name of the author. And it was called Eat That Frog. And so, the big takeaway I got from the book is great strategies to avoid procrastination, do a better job of procrastination, stopping procrastination. I think all of us have it to a certain extent. I know that when I think about my cell phone, it seems like it's quite a dichotomy that it's um, probably one of the most efficient ways you can run your life. It's also one of the most inefficient ways if you choose to um, distract yourself with games and social media and different things. So there's always going to be a balance out there, of course. But when we talk about procrastination, we put things off. And so the theme of the book, of course, is that you have a lot of tasks in the day. But what's the one task that you're putting off that you'll think about all day? So, and I've done this myself. I had to give a presentation, and I thought I was done. Had a couple hours to go before it was gonna get started, and I thought, gosh, I should really go back. Wonder if I can find another way to say the same thing. And what I was doing, of course, was just literally I was done, but I was so focused on, gosh, there's got to be another way, that I was procrastinating the other tasks, which I didn't want to do. I wanted to give this presentation and get it done and get it over with. So I procrastinated by, let me just make this a little better. Let me just do, and in the grand scheme of things, of course, um, like a lot of safety presentations, if you don't go first, you're going to really be rushed because others will end up going over their allotted time and everything else. And then if you're at the end or closer to the end, they're going to say speed up. So your message isn't always heard. But the big thing I got from Eat That Frog was, there's a task that you're putting off. Just do it. Just get it done. And for me, I definitely have more willpower first thing in the morning. I can get up, I can really focus on getting that stuff done because it's just me. Eventually, of course, there's others and other stresses, and the emails start coming in, and people start coming to my office and things. So first thing in the morning, I found it's really easy for me to sit down and eat that frog. And basically, it's a task that you really don't want to do, but you know that you have to do it. So uh, when we think about the things that we want to eat, we obviously don't really want to eat a frog, but there could be a time when we have to eat a frog. So we're gonna have the steak, we're gonna have the salad, we're gonna have a potato, we're gonna have all that other stuff. Then we're probably gonna put off eating that frog until we're really desperate. But we're thinking about it still. And that was one of the big things that I took away too, was that not that procrastination puts things off. I found, for me at least personally, it kind of occupies a little space inside my brain. I'm always kind of thinking about it, like, yeah, I got to get that done, but I got to get this other thing done first. So I kept on putting it off and putting it off. So I probably wasted a lot of time and effort thinking about a task that all I was going to do was put it off anyway, and then keep thinking about that task over and over again. So at this point, I think I'm starting to drone on, but that's what I really got from it. So sit down, look at your lives. Where are you procrastinating out there? You know, is it that you don't want to make that presentation? Is it more of even a personal thing? At times, our family and friends are struggling, and that's always really difficult, of course, to sit down and have those talks. Have those things, try and figure out that. So sometimes it isn't just about the work. Even though in this podcast, we mostly focus on the working world, and it can also be in your personal life too. So, and with that, let's wrap it up. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. If you're looking for a good book, looking for ways to how do I avoid procrastination? How do I stop procrastination? All that stuff. Go out there and find it. I think that the name is literally that frog, I'm sure that if you typed it in, you'd find it somewhere out there. And with that, let's wrap it up. Thank you for joining me. My name is Dr. David Ayers. Thank you and have a safe day.